What is up, everybody? Moshpit Crue in the building. We're going to give our opinions of the new record 72 Seasons by Metallica. We got
Yeah.
Boss, EC, Trenches, and our boy Slim. And hey, it's been out a few days now. I think most of us had a good chance to listen to it. And hey, what does everybody think about it?
I'm glad we're doing this kind of on a delay just to be able to, have a couple of days to absorb it.
Absolutely. Well,
Yeah. You got well, I mean, like the ones they had already released prior to Friday, people's kind of forming their own opinions, but some of the ones that stuck out to me, I like the Sleep Walk My Life Away, You Must Burn, Chasing Light, and Too Far Gone. Of course, it had kind of the Thin Lizzy vibe. I dug on that. So those are just a few of mine. What do y'all think?
You Must Burn is really good.
yes.
I was listening to it. I listened to the whole record today, all the way through, beginning to end, and there's good breakdowns in these songs. Uh, I got I got some takes on it. I can wait. I'll come back to it. If anybody else has got anything they want to say about it.
EC?
I think, one thing I was kind of saying is that basically this is the Metallica. This is the best version of Metallica of the second 20 years of Metallica. They finally pulled together what they want their sound to be. I believe they've given Rob a lot more strength in his playing, and that's definitely abundant now, or abundantly clear, I should say. And I think that as much as I hate to say it, the only thing that bugs me is the large pop sound of James Hetfield now on his singing. His guitar playing is still fantastic, but his singing sounds like he could be any of these pop rock singers nowadays.
For me, Lux Eterna is probably the biggest hit on the album. Obviously, that's what's playing right now as y'all watch. But I'll be honest, I think Cran just mentioned it. Uh, there's a few. I mean, look, I'll be honest. This album for me, it wasn't it wasn't bad. It wasn't like fantastic in my opinion, but it was decent. Um, I don't hate it, but for me, it's better than Hardwired, but not as good as Death Magnetic.
Yeah.
And uh, one of my favorite songs off this album, though, is "You Must Burn." Somebody mentioned that earlier, but yeah, that's a good song.
Yeah, I think the thing to keep in mind is that you know most of us in here, I would consider most of us like to be Metallica purists. We've been fans for a long time, but you have to keep in mind there's a lot of new Metallica fans that didn't really know about them until the whole Stranger Things tie-in with Master of Puppets, and so they're also trying to please some of those people who might not
Yeah.
be into the type of Metallica sound that we all know and love, and so this is kind of, in a way, a safe choice. Some of the songs that they've done, but having went to the premiere and heard their thoughts on what went into these songs, I mean, I feel like it's not soulless. I feel like they actually have some input and they really are passionate about it, but it's just in a different way than some of the former albums like Death Magnetic that Carter mentioned.
See, I still haven't listened to the whole album. When did Hardwired come out?
Um, 2017, maybe.
Yeah.
2017. So that was what, 6 years ago? At their age, and you're saying this album's better. I mean, that's got to say something. I mean,
Now
at
that's
this
my
age, they're still
opinion.
I get that, but if they're still putting out something better than their last album, I mean, props to them at this age. Go for it.
Exactly.
All right, Crane, just
That's my
give it.
stance on it.
Yeah, give it to us.
Metal purists are. it's kind of a mixed bag. People want to bag on this record, and I get it. If you're wanting death metal or super hardcore thrash metal, it's probably not your record. But you can't discredit the fact these guys are pushing 60. I think,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? Like, let's see where everybody else is at when they're
Yeah.
60. You gonna be able to put out this kind of content? You know what I mean? Like, give the guys a break.
Yeah.
They're the cornerstone in music, not just metal. They're a cornerstone in music history, and
Yes.
they get the G pass, dude. They get to do whatever they want, and it's now this record is it mind blowingly. Is there anything on there that just screams number one hit to me? Like, and Justice for All had with one, and Blackened, and you know what I mean? No. I mean, Lux Eterna is a really solid song. I don't know where it debuted on the charts or anything, but it
Don't
probably was
matter.
way up there.
That's the way I feel. Like, dude,
Yeah,
Metallica could record an album tomorrow of them farting and burping, and it would still sell 1,000,000 records.
yeah. I mean, it's
I
a
can almost
solid record.
promise you it's not gonna top. It's not gonna hit the charts, Lux Eterna, because it's not Iggy Azalea or whoever else's crap they're putting out right now. That this isn't gonna make it.
Yeah,
Well, now one thing, whether it's a good decision or bad decision, this album features one of their longest song they've ever done. That's Inamorata. I think that's how you say that.
Yeah.
It's clocking at 11 minutes and 10 seconds.
it's a long
Wow.
song.
It's you've got there's a lot to take in there if you've heard that one, and some people might be with short attention spans. Kind of the mentality a lot of people have. They're just like quick. If they want something quick, they're not wanting to sit there and really take in all that song offers. But it is a little bit different than their other entries.
Before we end this, all right, I'm gonna go around the room real quickly. I want to know where. Give it 1 out of 10. 1 being terrible, 10 being spectacular. Pulse 1 through 10.
I'm gonna go 7.5 only because I think, as we've mentioned, there's other entries in their previous albums that I think would be a lot better than this. But considering the audience they're going for, I think this is definitely a good effort. And while it might not be what we wanted specifically, it's pretty good. I mean, it's passable.
Yeah. Trenches. I mean, you didn't
From,
have it
from
really listed to
yeah,
it, but
from what I've heard from the album, given the factor of the age, they're still doing it. I'm gonna give it an 8.
EC.
7. Just a flat 7.
Francis.
Man, that's an average of probably 7. That's still pretty good. I don't know if you guys realize that or not. That's 7 out of
Yeah.
10. Still pretty strong.
Yeah.
Top 30.
It's not fair to compare. It's not fair to compare. It's like getting Guns N' Roses to try to recreate Appetite for Destruction. Everybody wants to compare Metallica to the Black Album
Mhm.
and Injustice, and if you want to, Ride the Lightning.
Nope.
You can't do that. You can't do
Nope.
that. It's they evolve. You change as it just evolves, and
Totally different band in my opinion now.
yeah,
And that's not a bad thing. But I give it,
Good news is Axel still has the appetite though, so that works.
as we close it out, I'm gonna give it a 7, even 7. So if you haven't heard it, please, it's bad. I mean, it's pretty good if you're a fan of rock and roll. Soon, so stay tuned, everybody.